Now, icing is just something that it takes time to perfect. So do not get discouraged if your icing comes out and it's not the way you wanted it the first few times. I'm still working on perfecting my own icing. I'm also still learning how to do different types of icing. So, like I said, if it doesn't come out exactly how you want it to, just be patient. It will come together. The more and more you do it yourself, even if you follow recipes, the more you do it yourself, the more you'll see the error in your ways and you'll be able to fix all those errors. I am still a work in progress, baby. Trust me. It may look perfect, but to me, I know I have things I need to fix when it comes to decorating cakes. But the key to any buttercream is to get the butter to change colors, okay? So you're using yellow butter. You whip it so much that by the time you are done whipping that butter, it is damn near white. And it's fluffy, and it may even look like icing, honestly. Like, just keep whipping it. I got this spatula from Walmart to go attach it to my KitchenAid mixer. It has a scraper on the end of it. Yes, I still scrape down the sides because I used a lot of butter this time. But it keeps the sides pretty much clean. Now, when it comes to making anything with butter and cream cheese, it's always best to have it softened. So for this one, I used 2 sticks of cream cheese, or 2 blocks, should I say. And I whipped that. So at this part, be a little patient, okay? I think I whipped this for about 3 to 4 minutes. The texture did not look the same, but do not stress, do not fret. You keep on whipping it. It's still going to look a little grainy, look a little weird. It might start separating a little bit, but it's going to be fine because once you add in the powdered sugar, it's going to all come together, okay? The hardest part about making icing is not giving up when it looks like it's not turning out how you want it to turn out. Keep on going, okay? Keep on going and trust the process. If you don't already, I suggest that you use silicone spoons, silicone spatulas when you're baking. It gets every drip, every piece off. I always use silicone spatulas and silicone spoons when I make icing, when I'm making cake, to get every drop of the cake out of the pan, out of the bowl, everything. Now, this whole time we've been whipping on a high speed. Now we're taking it down to a low speed because we're going to add the powdered sugar. You want to add the powdered sugar on a low speed. I'm not into that whole pouring a cup in at a time. I pour as much in as possible to where it does not jump out of the pan. As you can see, sometimes it still does. I really don't mind the mess. I just clean it up afterwards. I use 2 bags of powdered sugar for this mixture, okay? It's going to be really thick, okay? Just like I like my man, 2 C's and a Q, thick. But it's going to be fine. So you're going to add all the powdered sugar in. Once I add at least most of the powdered sugar, that's when I add whatever kind of extract you're using. For this one, I use the vanilla extract. And I keep on scraping it down because I don't want any kind of powdered sugar clumps at all. After I add the extract, I add the rest of my powdered sugar. And this is where you kind of take into account what kind of cake you're making. Whatever you're using this for. I used this for my number cake in my last video. But you can use this for cupcakes, to frost. I'm not really about frosting a cake with cream cheese frosting, but you can do it. Cooling is definitely a plus with this. So at this point, I was checking to see how thick it was, okay? Scraping all sides down. If you want to add color to it, this also is the point to add any color. And you kind of just feel around and see how smooth it is. Try to use the spatula to scrape around the sides to get any kind of air bubbles out that you do not want. I do this during the process, and when I have it in my bowls, I also do the same thing. I scrape the sides down to get it as smooth as possible, okay? And then you kind of just mix it on a low speed to kind of get it as fluffy and as incorporated as possible. Once it's to the texture that you want it to be, you turn your mixer off and you put it in a bag or you put it in a bowl and you start decorating that cake and piping that cake or whatever you're going to do to that cake or cupcake. Of course, do a taste test too, but you know what I mean. And that's it. All right, bye.